Welcome back. You're watching Power Breakfast on CNBC TV 18. Now, assembly elections in the 5 states have concluded and the results of the exit polls are in. Now, here are the key takeaways. It's a cliffhanger in Madhya Pradesh with the Congress having a slight edge. Most exit polls are also predicting the Congress to return to power in Rajasthan, while Chhattisgarh seems to be headed for a hung assembly. The TRS could be retaining power in Telangana, and Mizoram could be headed for a photo finish. Our colleague from CNN News 18, Maria Shakil, gets us the latest and what we can expect tomorrow once the counting of votes starts.
The results tomorrow are very important, particularly for the Congress party, because if they manage to win 3 states, these 3 incumbent states of the BJP, as the exit polls are indicating, if they go in the Congress's kitty, that certainly would mean that it would emerge as a challenger to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So far, that opposition space has been about confusion. An attempt at Mahagathbandhan would also mean that the Congress will be the primary party around which all the opposition parties will unite, and hence, it'll have a greater bargaining power, be it with Mamata Banerjee in the state of West Bengal or with Sharad Pawar in the state of Maharashtra. Also in the states down south, it can look for newer allies, and allies will be open to doing business with the Congress party if it manages to retain or to really win these 3 states. For the BJP, it has to go down to the drawing board and understand that perhaps what they have been thinking so far as anger in particular, and perhaps in some pockets only, of farmers' distress or the implementation challenges regards to GST, if it actually means that the BJP is voted out in all 3 incumbent states, particularly Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, where it has been in power for 15 long years and where they are pretty confident that their development activities, be it Awas Yojana or the Ujjwala Yojana, has translated on ground. If it is not able to retain these 2 states, then it will have to really do some serious thinking, because 6 months down the line is the big Lok Sabha polls, and if they are not able to control the narrative, it would also mean that its allies would be able to assert themselves more. In the state of Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena could do so. In the state of Bihar, Nitish Kumar would be doing so, and hence it will be very, very difficult and more in an uncertain space. But certainly, as far as the party is concerned, the BJP, they are fairly sure that they will be able to retain the state of Madhya Pradesh in particular. But even the markets, if you look at it, they have calculated that the state of Rajasthan, which has always voted out the incumbent, would go in the Congress party's kitty. But what about Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh? If the Congress manages to win Madhya Pradesh, I think that will be really the feather in the cap.
Thanks so much for that, Maria. Remember, in fact, our team at News 18 will be getting us the latest tomorrow itself once voting commences at around 8 a.m. tomorrow. Well, we spoke to a whole host of market experts on what they think the impact of the exit polls and the final results will have on the market. Let's listen in to what they had to tell us.
If you look at the numbers, they're all over the place, frankly. Yes. And my guess is Rajasthan was more or less a consensus as to which way the election is likely to. It was quite a strong, pre-poll, anti-incumbency. Yeah. So a 2-1 or a 1-2 kind of a scenario on the 11th probably won't impact the markets too much. A 3-0 may be a little weak for the market, but again, then we have to see what the margins are. If the margins are not too great, then probably it'll be an event probably which will impact the markets for a week or so, and then we'll be back to looking at the fundamental data.
Personally speaking, it's a great thing what's happening, because what it shows is the very short journey from invincibility to fearful losses. And I think the lesson for everybody is you can't play around with the economy, and if you play around with the economy, the voters will penalize you. So I think if it's a 3-0 or a 4-0, I think there will be a great relief in the market that the ruling party will come back and do something serious to the economic side of the business and correct things which have gone wrong, and we should see substantial upliftment. So I think a great loss is maybe a great victory for the stock market, as it may turn out to be.
Around any election outcome, there's always lots of expectation, lots of things moving around, and they always last for maybe 2 days or 3 days. So I think whatever is the outcome, I believe that it will last 2 days and then market will get back to normalcy. But assuming that, let us say, an outcome goes against the government, I would say you will again see a short-lived correction or a temporary narrative which is getting built that, oh my God, what will happen to the now? This is the sort of trend towards what's going to happen in 2019. But I do believe that market narratives keeps on changing. Then market can also build a narrative saying that, oh, people will vote for state differently and central differently. So I think it depends on what is the underlying tone of the market, and market builds narrative around that.
I believe that I think the exit poll outcome is meaningful to interpret, but at the same time, I think the main result when it comes out, I think that time I think we have to look at things a little bit more differently. I think Rajasthan is already discounted as far as I think the market is concerned. Madhya Pradesh, I think we are basically saying that yes, I think there could be a possibility of BJP losing Madhya Pradesh, but by what margin, I think that will have to be seen. Market will probably take this kind of a shock into its side, and probably I think in a couple of days it will start recovering back.
Before the big election counting tomorrow, all eyes will be on the crucial meeting of the Mahagathbandhan in the capital today, which is being touted as the big test of the opposition unity. TMC chief Mamata Banerjee and DMK leaders are already in the capital. TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu is due to arrive soon. Opposition parties are likely to decide on a strategy to corner the BJP in the winter session of Parliament starting tomorrow and in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Now, cracks have, however, already begun to appear in the opposition unity, with the meeting already being postponed once since Mamata Banerjee thought it was not feasible to hold a Mahagathbandhan meeting before the assembly polls. What now remains to be seen is which regional party will attend the meet and which will choose to skip the meet. Okay, all right, time to slip in a short break. You come back, we'll get an exclusive conversation we had with Arvind Subramanian. Stay with us.